Hi, everyone, and welcome to this latest session of Ask Dr. Sharon. I'm Sharon Wald, the Hashimoto Health Coach, and I'm delighted that you're joining me, either here during the live or if you're watching the recording afterwards. So in any case, welcome. Now, the whole reason behind the Ask Dr. Sharon sessions is to answer any questions you might have about autoimmune conditions in general and Hashimoto's in particular. So if you have any questions, you can pop them in the content below, or you can direct message me or otherwise get in touch and I will try and answer your questions. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about kind of another easy step that you can take to start alleviating some symptoms. And that is to, well, let's just talk a little bit about fiber and gut health. Now, many people with Hashimoto's struggle with bloating, irregular digestion, and low energy. And the most common reasons behind these symptoms is poor gut health. And although fixing your gut can be an involved process, there's one simple thing that you can do, and that's adding more fiber to your diet. Now, is this going to alleviate all of your gut problems? No, but it is one small, simple step that you can take that will make a difference. So let's talk a little bit about good gut health. And when we talk about good gut health, we mean having a balanced microbiome. So among other things, we're talking about the right balance between your gram-positive and your gram-negative bacteria, among other things. We also want a healthy gut lining, and we want to make sure they've got good detox function, okay? Because we have a lot of toxins that come in through eating and drinking, and we want to make sure that they are dealt with efficiently. And these factors alone are the basis for healing autoimmune disorders and Hashimoto's and eliminating all of the symptoms that arise from the inflammation that is a consequence of this. So one of the things that fiber does is it helps feed your gut bacteria, and it aids detoxification by relieving both constipation and diarrhea. Okay, so to relieve both of those, that means there's some very specific benefits that are going on with fiber. So just to get started, let's go back to the basics here and talk about, well, what do we mean by fiber? What is it? Well, it's a type of carbohydrate that's found in plant-based foods, and your body cannot digest it. Instead, it passes through your digestive system and provides numerous health benefits along the way. There are two main types. There are soluble fiber and insoluble fiber, and each will have unique benefits. Okay, so let's go through some of them. Let's start off with soluble fiber. So how does it work? Well, soluble fiber, kind of similar to what's part of its name, is that it dissolves in water and it forms a gel-like substance that's going to slow your digestion. So in order to form that gel-like substance, it's got to absorb water. So in the case of diarrhea, where the stool is loose and watery, soluble fiber is going to soak up all the excess water. It's going to thicken the stool, and that makes it easier to pass. Now, by doing this, it slows the movement of food through the intestines, and this gives the body more time to absorb nutrients and water. So all good. And also by controlling water levels in the stool, soluble fiber can help maintain adequate hydration, and it prevents the excessive loss of electrolytes that often accompanies diarrhea. Now, some of the other benefits also include, well, because it slows down digestion, it's also going to regulate blood sugar by slowing down glucose absorption. So it's going, instead of dumping a bunch of glucose into your bloodstream all at once, it's going to slow it down. So very, very good for regulating blood sugar and insulin release. And additionally, it also can lower your LDL cholesterol, and it does this by binding the cholesterol molecules in the gut. So again, LDL cholesterol, it is bound and then it is eliminated. So another great benefit there. And then one of the things that fiber in particular is most known for is that it feeds gut bacteria. So it's going to promote a diverse and healthy microbiome. Now, the whole purpose of having a healthy microbiome is not to eliminate the bad bacteria or the gram-negative bacteria and only promote good bacteria. You need to have a healthy combination of all of that in order for all of the jobs that bacteria need to do. Okay, so lots of benefits for having soluble fiber. Now, how do you get more soluble fiber in your diet? Well, it's actually pretty easy. So supplementing your diet, let's say with fruits such as apples with the skin on, because the skin is what's going to give you more of the fiber. More citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruits, bananas, and berries. Now, this isn't a complete list by any means, but just gives you an idea. Now, certain vegetables that are just packed with soluble fiber: carrots, sweet potatoes, kumara, Brussels sprouts. Avocado is a great source. Legumes, so talking about lentils, chickpeas, black beans, kidney beans, all have great sources of soluble fiber. More oats and barley in your diet, and also certain seeds as well. Now, flax seeds, now it's best if they are freshly ground, because the entire flax seed itself is unlikely for your body's going to be able to break it down. Okay, chia seeds, those are great, not just for the way that they work is they absorb moisture, they absorb the water as well, and also psyllium husk as well. So lots of great, easy to add into your sources of soluble fiber that are easy to add into your diet. Now, let's look at the other type of fiber, that's insoluble fiber. So it works by adding bulk to the stool, and then it helps move food through the digestive tract more quickly. So kind of operates in a different way from soluble fiber. Now, it prevents constipation by improving stool consistency. Okay, and it's going to support detoxification by speeding up waste elimination. And one of the other things it does as well is it promotes a feeling of fullness or satiety. So that can help in weight management as well. So looking at foods that are very rich in insoluble fiber. So again, looking at vegetables, things like broccoli, cauliflower, zucchini, kale, green beans, celery is also a great source. More whole grains like whole wheat, brown rice, bulgur, and quinoa. Almonds, walnuts, sunflower seeds, pears with the skin on, grapes, raspberries, and you can add things like bran as well. So again, this is not a complete list at all, but it gives you a better idea of how easily it is to add, let's say, an insoluble fiber into your diet. So again, why is this kind of important? Well, and we're going to go right back to good health. Fiber, both kinds, can act as a prebiotic. So prebiotic, think of it as food for the bacteria in your gut. And if it is a beneficial bacteria, such as our gram-positive bacteria, these bacteria, they are going to produce short-chain fatty acids, which do things like reduce inflammation, strengthen the gut lining, so help to prevent and repair leaky gut. And by doing that, they can improve immune function. So a fiber-rich diet helps balance the gut bacteria, which is essential for reducing inflammation, but is also essential for mental health because of the big connection between along the gut-brain axis, and again can reduce the risk of autoimmune flares. Okay, so lots of really, really good reasons for increasing the fiber in your diet. Now, tips for increasing fiber to do it safely. You always want to go slow. You don't want to rapidly increase fiber because that can cause bloating and gas. So you want to add fiber-rich foods in gradually. Now, where does the bloating and gas come from? Well, as we mentioned, bacteria eats fiber, so that's why it's a prebiotic. So one of the natural consequences of it eating is it produces gas. And gas is normal, but if you just dump in a bunch of fiber all at once, honestly, they're going to be celebrating and producing a whole lot more gas and can lead to really painful bloating. Now, it's also important too to stay hydrated. Fiber absorbs water, so drinking plenty of fluids is essential to avoid any of the discomfort that I just mentioned, the bloating and gas. Mix and match stuff. So we talked about the benefits of both soluble and insoluble fiber. You actually want to include both, but if you've got some problems, let's say with a lot of diarrhea, or your problem seems to be more constipation, then you want to mix and match maybe a little bit differently. Okay. Other things that you can do that makes it really easy, if you like having a morning smoothie for your breakfast, honestly, add some chia seeds. That's a soluble fiber, and add spinach because that's an insoluble fiber. So you're combining both of them very, very easily. And this kind of goes without saying, but choose whole foods. Minimize as much as possible the processed foods that might be in your diet. Now, as I said, is adding the right type of fiber going to heal your gut entirely? No, it's not. Now, if you've got Hashimoto's, you undoubtedly will have gut dysbiosis. Depending on how severe it is, it may take some other interventions, but anything that you can do to improve the situation, so that's eating whole foods and also getting the right mix of soluble and insoluble fiber, it is a simple step to take along the way. Okay. Now, one of the things you can think of is I've given you some examples of foods that you can add. So what's something that you can easily add into your diet? Okay, so just have a bit of a think about that. And remember, fiber isn't just about digestion. It is going to be the foundation of a healthy gut, which is going to support every aspect, not of your health, but your healing. Okay, so that's what I have for today. And just a reminder, and I'm just going to put that in the comments and at the banner here. And if you've got some questions, some more personal questions about your own health that you would like to have a brief discussion about, you can book a free 20-minute consultation with me. Here is the link to my scheduler, and I would be happy to have a little chat with you about what's concerning you most and what's the most likely first step that you can take. Okay, well, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.